Скажи, на то и есть война, что поставляла в коме глины пряжки. Картофельное поле спит, во время сна не угадать, кто в синюю ботву под утро ляжет. Холодный год, резиной сапог пропахли тамбура, дыханием, телом. Кочует кораблями дальний порт, и в толчье людской легко укрыться беглым. Часы не ждут, шагает циферблат металлом стрелок, как в лагуне цапля. Базары коробейником пестрят, и месяц рубит папиросный дым, как сабля. Дом белорыбицы, ныряющий в туман, не зажигаются огни в огне подолгу. У кромки поля замер женский стан, картофелины прячущий в подоле. В свинцовом воздухе, где легким места нет, лишь брякнет ржавую щеколдую калитка. На миг лицо посмотрит ночи вслед и спрячется в руках от горя липких.
Still life with potato field. Tell me, why is there war if not to leave buckles and lumps of clay? The potato field sleeps. At night you can't guess who will be lying down in the blue leaves by morning. A cold year, the train car smells of rubber boots, bodies, and exhalation. A distant port wanders with ships, and in the crowd it's easy to pass as a refugee. Time marches on. The clock face strides with metal arrows like a crane in the lagoon. The bazaars are filled with traders, while the moon's saber edge slashes the cigarette smoke. The house is like a white fish diving into the mist. It's been a long time since there was light in the window. At the edge of the field, a female figure freezes, hiding potatoes in the folds of her skirt. In the leaden air, where there's no place for lungs, you hear only the clang of a gate's hasp. For an instant, the face looks out into the night, then hides its grief behind sticky fingers.
Но если скажут когда-нибудь тебе, что выпал снег, на черных парапетах снег, на тротуарах, кричащих голосами арок, не верь. Осенний лес, залитый кровью зверя, и громыхание шагов во сне ли по выстланным дорожкам вен. Под языком нашего вкус твоей слюны, невысказанности, непроникновения, 100 000 небезбожного огня, и мы навек с тобой обречены. Глаза в глаза, ты им должна поверить. Снег не снаружи, но внутри меня.
Snow within. But should anyone ever tell you that snow has fallen, snow on the black battlements, on the sidewalks, screaming with the voices of arches, don't believe it. An autumn forest redolent with animal blood and the pounding of feet, in a dream perhaps, on the flattened paths of veins, the taste of your saliva on my tongue, the unsaid, unpenetrated, 100,000 no's of faithless fire, and the two of us fated, eye to eye. You must believe them. It's not outside. The snow's within.
Приходи на рассвете, убить всех моих чаек, ибо я море. Прихвати с собой хлебный мякиш, каждая жертва достойна последней воли. Из голосов и воплей мы симфонию сложим невозможного. Ты сыграй ее стоя на белом песке отчаяния. Ибо я, Нюрнбергский процесс, скажу, повинен в том, что я здесь, что цветением была, а стала пеплом, что ненужность, как голубая мечеть в христианской давке, у порога твои сандалии. Музыка человеческого молчания. До какой глубины может дойти она? На языке твоем я всего лишь волна, сгусток воды и соли. Каждый божий день ожидание конверта, будто внутри сокрыт некий смысл, покуда конверт не вскрыт. Между мной и тобою годы, зачерпни их ладонью из самых недр, ибо я есть кувшин, что стоит у входа. А дальше снег.
For I am the sea. Come at dawn to kill all my gulls, for I am the sea. Bring a lump of white bread. Every victim deserves his last wish. From the voices and howls of the impossible will compose a symphony, play it standing on the bleached sand of despair. For I am the Nuremberg trials, and so I say, it's your fault that I am here, that I was a flowering but became ash, that irrelevance, like a blue mosque in a Christian crush, is at the threshold, your sandals. How deep the music of human silence. On your tongue I am nothing but a wave, a clot of water and salt. Each day's like waiting for an envelope, which hides a secret as long as the envelope stays sealed. Between us are years. Scoop them up in your palm from the depths, for I am the ewer that stands by the entrance. And farther on is snow.
Well, thank you. That was Anzhelina Polonskaya. Thank you very much for reading for us in Russian. And also thank you, Naomi, for reading the translation for us. Naomi is a board member here at the Kerouac Project. And now I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, please.
Okay, please. Okay. Can you tell us what you've been doing while you've been staying at the house here?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm enjoying my life here, and unfortunately I have to go. About my problems with French visas and yeah. Well, and I would like just one thing. I feel here home, and absolutely like people, weather, environment here.
You've certainly got a suntan.
Yeah. Florida. I never been in Florida before. It's one of my favorite place right now.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's
I would like to
quick
come back.
ascension.
I would like to come back if I can, of course.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of writing were you doing while you were in the house?
Writing.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's unpredictable. I'm a poet, of course. I'm working on a new book of poetry, and have done a lot of poems here, and some of them have been translated into English right now, thanks to my translator Andrew Wachtel. And I finished a piece of prose, like creative nonfiction,
Mm-hmm.
and this piece has been translated as well, and I submitted to different magazines. We will see, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe will be published.
Yeah.
So why not? Of
Why
course.
not?
Why not? Yes.
And what kind of writing process do you have each day? How does your day look working here?
This is a very, very strange and very strange question, because I usually I write poetry at night. I have insomnia from the childhood, and I can just up at night and some words come up
Mm-hmm.
to my head, and of course I started to make something like a draft or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And but the problem, the main problem after then, if I make something, I can't sleep anymore.
Right.
I can switch off my
Mm-hmm.
brain. That's a problem,
Right.
you know.
It
And
is.
in the morning, if I have some pills, you know, just in case if it very, very bad, going bad. So in the morning I just stand up at 11 o'clock. It's
Okay.
my morning. I think
So
11, 12, around 12. And of course, first of all, take coffee, and first of all, I just trying to, make it some form.
From what you did the night before.
Yeah. Well, it's about poetry.
Uh-huh.
Prose, it's another process because you have to sit at the table and thinking, and every time it's different.
Is it more structured and more easy
More,
to control?
of course, yeah. And sometimes you feel it's it's not correct. Maybe just close this computer tomorrow.
Do something else.
Well, yeah, but anyway, I finished a piece of prose. Yeah, thanks.
Great. And when you leave here, what kind of, do you have any projects on next, or anything you'd like to tell us about?
Yeah, I continue to work on this book, a new book, and I have another residency in France in June, but not only residency, because the musicians from Saint-Nazaire from France would like to bring our project. Maybe you know about the Oratorio Kursk project with Australian composer. It's about Russian submarine sunk many years ago, almost 15, no? Yes. And people like to bring this project to France, but it's very difficult because it's very, very big piece of music, and 27 instruments, and six people of male chorus and 2 soloists, and it's very expensive as well. And my composer can go to the Europe from Australia, and I go to talk with, I don't know, maybe with some donors or businessmen. So we will see. I don't know.
See if you can get something going there.
Like manager. Well, I don't know if we find the money for. Yeah, I think we can bring this amazing oratorio requiem to Europe.
So did you write the words and the music, or did someone else write the music?
No. I have done a libretto, part of libretto for this piece, and my composer David Chisholm, he wrote music for.
Wow! So that must be a whole different thing to hear it sung.
This is very new for me,
Yeah. Did you enjoy hearing it read or sung more?
Maybe we'll see. It's very difficult, we spent 4 years all together, in collaboration, because it's very difficult. It's long, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
About 40 minutes, and of course you're
very precise.
Very precise. Yeah. And the question is, I asked David why you don't want to use Russian text. And he responded oh, well, every good composer uses just original texts. So I went to Australia 3 years ago and teach opera singers. It's so difficult because, we have absolutely different languages, type of language. And of course, English-speaking people, it's difficult. I mean,
very
to pronounce our words. But take it easy. Always good.
I should imagine
So I'm like a teacher.
quite challenging to listen to.
Yeah. Well.
So, what good memories will you take away from the Kerouac Project and your time here?
Oh well, to my readings, of course, is the best time, I think, because one of them are, I had in coffee house. There are many people, and I think people like my reading, I hope. Even don't understand the Russian language, but I love this job. I mean, I only love this job. I love to give energy to people and very respect my audience every time. So, so I think this is the best time.
Wow, well, thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you very much.